Глаголы, verbs. Глаголы движения, motion verbs. Глаголы движения. Часть первая, part 1. Russian motion verbs can be divided into two groups. Unidirectional, when moving is happening in one direction at a particular time. And multidirectional, when the movement is regular or at least a round trip. There are many motion verbs. Here we'll look at the four most common motion verbs. All four in English mean to go. You can go one way or you can go somewhere and back, and you can go somewhere regularly. In Russian we need different verbs to say that. Let's look at two most common unidirectional verbs. Идти, ехать. Идти, ехать. To be going, to be on the way somewhere. Now let's look at two most common multidirectional verbs. Ходить, ездить. Ходить, ездить. To go. So, идти, ехать, to be going, to be on the way. Ходить, ездить, to go. Идти, ехать. Ходить, ездить. Идти, ехать. To be going, a one-way movement, to be on the way. Идти is used when talking about plans, like I'm going to work tomorrow. Я иду to work tomorrow. In general, I'll be at work tomorrow. Я иду to work tomorrow. Идти is also used when going somewhere by walk, walking to a place. I'm going to work right now. Я иду to work right now. I'm walking to work. I'm going to my work by walk. I'm walking. So идти can be used in a general sense, especially when talking about plans, or in a sense of walking to a place, going somewhere by walk. Ехать always means that transportation is used or required for the movement. Going somewhere, being on the way somewhere in a vehicle, you need transportation to get there. I'm going to work right now. Я еду to work right now means I'm either driving to work or maybe I'm in the metro on my way to work. Я еду to work right now. I'm going to Moscow next week. Я еду to Moscow next week. Means I'm going to Moscow by train or by plane, maybe by car. Well, we need this verb, ехать, when talking about going to different countries or cities because usually we use transportation for such trips. So ехать, to be on the way, to be going somewhere in a vehicle. You need transportation. Let's conjugate these verbs and look at their past tense forms. Repeat after me. Настоящее время, present tense, настоящее время. Идти, идти, to be going somewhere, to be on the way somewhere, by walk, walking somewhere, or in general. Я иду. Ты идешь. Мы идем. Вы идете. Он идет. Она идет. Они идут. Прошедшее время, past tense, прошедшее время. Я, ты, он, for the masculine subject. If я, if I am a guy, or you, ты, if you're a guy, or third person singular, on. шел, он шел. Я, if I am a girl, or ты, you, if you are a girl, or она, she, third person singular, for the feminine subject. Она шла, plural, мы, вы, они, шли. Шел, шла, шли. Ехать. To be on the way somewhere in a vehicle. Ехать. Я еду. Ты едешь. Мы едем. Вы едете. Он едет. Она едет. Они едут. Он ехал. Она ехала. Они ехали. Еще раз. One more time. Еще раз. Repeat after me. Я иду. Я еду. Ты идешь. Ты едешь. Мы идем. Мы едем. Вы идете. Вы едете. Он идет. Он едет. Она идет. Она едет. Они идут. Они едут. Он шел. Он ехал. Она шла. Она ехала. Они шли. Они ехали. Ходить. Ездить. To go. To go there and back, a round trip, or to go somewhere regularly. Adverbs of frequency are often used with these verbs, such as часто, often, редко, rarely. Часто, редко. Всегда, always, никогда, never. Всегда, никогда. Иногда, sometimes. Иногда. Каждый день, every day, каждый день. Каждый год, every year, каждый год. Каждый месяц, every month, каждый месяц. Ходить is used in a general sense. I go to work every day. Я хожу to work every day. Ходить is also used for going somewhere and back. Yesterday, I went to the theater. So I was in the theater yesterday, I went there and I returned home. I'm not there now. Я ходил to the theater yesterday. Я ходил. Ходить can be also used for walking around. I often walk in the park. I often хожу in the park. Я хожу in the park. Ездить, like ехать, always means that transportation is used or required for the movement. So, I go to work every day, я езжу to work every day, emphasizes that transportation is used to get to work. Я хожу на работу every day. It can mean that you go there by walk every day, or it just means that you are at work every day in general, that you attend your work. Я езжу to work every day. It means that you use transportation to get to your work. Я езжу to Moscow every summer. I go to Moscow every summer. We use ездить here because we need transportation to go to other cities or countries. So ездить means to go somewhere in the vehicle. Ходить means to go somewhere in general sense, like to attend, or to go somewhere and back around trip, or to walk around. Let's conjugate these two verbs and look at their past tense forms. Repeat after me. Ходить. Я хожу. Ты ходишь. Мы ходим. Вы ходите. Он ходит. Она ходит. Они ходят. Он ходил. Она ходила. Они ходили. Ездить. Я езжу. Ты ездишь. Мы ездим. Вы ездите. Он ездит. Она ездит. Они ездят. Он ездил. Она ездила. Они ездили. Еще раз. One more time. Repeat. Я хожу, я езжу. Ты ходишь, ты ездишь. Мы ходим, мы ездим. Вы ходите, вы ездите. Он ходит, он ездит. Она ходит, она ездит. Они ходят, они ездят. Он ходил, он ездил. Она ходила, она ездила. Они ходили, они ездили. Let's look at the examples. Идти или ходить. Идти, to be going in a general sense, or to be walking to a place in one direction. Ходить, to go there and back, to walk around, or to go somewhere regularly. 1. Ваня любит to go в школу. Vanya likes to go to school. In this sentence, it does not say that Vanya is on his way to school right now, nor does it say that he is planning to go to school tomorrow. It simply states that he likes to go to school. It means that he goes there regularly. So we need the verb ходить here. We need infinitive form of this verb after the verb любит. Likes to go. Любит ходить. Ваня любит ходить в школу. 2. Вчера я видел ее на улице. Она was going на работу. Yesterday I saw her outside. She was going to work. She was headed in one direction, to work, when I saw her. I saw the process of her walking in the street. Was going, she was going. So we need the verb идти here. Вчера я видел, yesterday I saw, tells us that we need past tense. For she was walking or she was going to work, past tense, for идти, for она, is шла. Она шла. She was going on foot. Вчера я видел ее на улице. Она шла на работу. 3. Вы часто go в кино? Do you often go to the movies? Часто, often, is one of those words that immediately indicate different directions. You go to the movies and back home, then again to the movies and back home, there and back, there and back. It's just a question How often you make such round trips? Do you often do that? So we need the verb ходить here. For вы, it is ходите. Вы ходите. Вы часто ходите в кино? 4. Ты went в спортзал в субботу? Ты был там? Did you go to the gym on Saturday? Were you there? We see past tense here. If we were to use the verb идти here, the question would sound like, were you on your way to the gym on Saturday? Let's say when I saw you. But the question is not about that. It's really about a round trip. Did you go to the gym for an hour or so and then returned home on Saturday? So we need the verb ходить here. Past tense for ходить is ходил. Ты ходил в спортзал в субботу? 5. Раньше Антон went в школу, а теперь он goes в университет. Anton used to go to school, or he went to school before, and now he goes to the university. In other words, he used to attend school, and now he attends university. We have many round trips in mind here, in past and in present. So for both parts of this sentence, we need the verb ходить. The first half of the sentence is about what Anton used to do, so we need past tense for ходить. For on it is ходил. Он ходил. Раньше он ходил. He used to go before. For the second half of the sentence, we need present tense because it is about what he does regularly now. He goes to the university now. For on, it is ходит. Он ходит. Теперь он ходит. Раньше ходил. He used to go. Теперь ходит. Now he goes. Раньше Антон ходил в школу, а теперь он ходит в университет. 6. Ты going завтра на вечеринку? Are you going to the party tomorrow? Asking about someone's plans for tomorrow. So we need идти here. For ты, it is идешь. Ты идешь завтра на вечеринку? If we used the verb ходить here, ты ходишь на вечеринки, it would be, do you go to parties in general? Do you attend such events? But here we're asking about one way, one time thing, tomorrow. Are you going tomorrow? Ты идешь завтра на вечеринку? 7. На улице много людей. Они going на работу. There are many people outside. They are going to work on foot. They are walking to work. They are in the street headed someplace at the moment of speaking. So we need идти here. For они, it is идут. Они идут. They are going. На улице много людей. Они идут на работу. Ехать или ездить. Both verbs show that transportation is used or required for going. Ехать, to be going in a vehicle or to be on the way somewhere in a vehicle. Ездить, to go in a vehicle, to go somewhere and back, or to go regularly, to drive around, and so on. 1. На чем вы обычно go на работу? What transportation do you usually use to go to work? На чем? What transportation, or literally on what do you get to work? We see usually in this sentence. Обычно, usually, обычно, which means the question is about regular trips. It is not about the moment. It is not asking what transportation you are using right now. Usually, обычно, how do you usually get to work? Many trips in mind here. So we need the verb ездить. For вы, it is ездите. Вы ездите. На чем вы обычно ездите на работу? 2. Вы часто go в Россию? Do you often go to Russia? Often, часто, means that we are asking about round trips. In other words, how often do you visit Russia? If we use the verb ехать here, going, the question will be, are you often on the way to Russia? Are you often going to Russia? Sounds strange, right? So we need the verb ездить for round trips. Ездить for вы is ездите. Вы ездите. You go. Вы часто ездите в Россию? 3. Я сейчас going в метро. I'm riding in the metro right now. I'm on my way in the metro now. Headed someplace in one direction at this moment. I'm on my way. So we need the verb ехать here. For я, it is еду. Я еду. I am going in a vehicle. Я сейчас еду в метро. 4. Вы уже went в Россию? Have you already traveled to Russia? Did you go there? The question is not, were you on the way to Russia? Were you going to Russia? Let's say when I called you. The question is about a round trip or round trips. So we need ездить here. Past tense for вы is ездили. Вы ездили? Вы уже ездили? Have you already traveled? Вы уже ездили в Россию? 5. Сейчас друзья going в Москву на поезде. Now friends are going to Moscow by train. They are on their way to Moscow right now. They are moving in one direction at the moment. Сейчас, now. So we need ехать here. Друзья, они едут. They are going in a vehicle. Друзья едут в Москву на поезде. If we were to use ездить here, the sentence would be about regular trips to Moscow. We would probably replace сейчас, now, with обычно, usually, or often, часто, or always. It would be something like друзья often go to Moscow by train, if we used the verb ездить. So, to speak about process of moving at the moment, we need the verb ехать, because here we are describing the moment, сейчас, now. Сейчас друзья едут в Москву на поезде. 6. Вчера мы went в театр на метро. Yesterday we went to the theater by metro. Вчера means it's past tense here, yesterday. but we were not on the way to the theater. We went to the theater. It was a round trip. We went and then returned home. So we need the verb ездить here. Past tense for мы is ездили. Мы ездили. We went. Вчера мы ездили в театр на метро. 7. Студенты обычно go в университет на метро. Students usually go to the university by metro. Usually, обычно, means we're speaking about a routine, something that happens regularly. So we need the verb ездить. Студенты, они ездят. They go. Студенты обычно ездят в университет на метро. 8. Раньше летом Анна went в Москву, а теперь она goes в Сочи. Anna used to go or went to Moscow before in summer, and now she goes to Sochi instead. Both parts of this sentence talk about multiple round trips. In the past, multiple round trips to Moscow, and in present, regular trips to Sochi. So we need the verb ездить here. The first half of the sentence is about what Anna used to do. So we need past tense for ездить, for она ездила. Раньше она ездила. She used to go to Moscow. Раньше она ездила. For the second half of the sentence, we need present tense because it is about what she does regularly now. She goes to Sochi now in summer. For она, it is ездит. Она ездит. She goes. Теперь она ездит. Раньше летом Анна ездила в Москву, а теперь она ездит в Сочи. Now, how did we know that we need ехать or ездить in these sentences and not идти or ходить? Let's look at each sentence again. Sentence number 1. На чем вы обычно ездите на работу? На чем means what transportation do you use? Or literally, on what? How do you get to work? So the question itself is about transportation that the person is using to get to work. Sentences 2, 4, and 8 speak about going to other cities or countries. В Россию, to Russia, в Москву, to Moscow, в Sochi, to Sochi. To get to other cities or countries, we need transportation. No one goes long distances by walk anymore. Sentences 3, 6, and 7 mention the transportation. So we need verbs for moving in the vehicle because transportation in these sentences is mentioned actually. Sentence number 5 has both, has a city and has a transportation. В Москву на поезде. Transportation is поезд, train, but even if we didn't mention it, we'd still need the verb ехать here because people don't go to Moscow by walk anymore these days.